Well, hello, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Where do we leave off? Oh yeah, the kid. Gotta go to the Circle of Magi. Do that, then immediately go back to Redcliffe. So, fingers crossed we can get that done.
Yes.
Indeed.
Where the hell is the Circle of Magi? Guess I'll go here, do this. Oh, meet you.
How did it chop?
Oh, it's the Superman reference.
The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the Tyke as our own.
Yep, it's the Superman reference. That's a lucky thing to get right now, because when we go into the main city, which might be here, because I don't exactly remember, but at least when we go into the main city we can talk to the smith.
Leave me alone.
Good day.
He's got 6 of them now.
You ever wonder why the mages built their tower out in the middle of Lake Carlinhad?
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it. Yes? Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents, too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that? Don't question royalty. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go. Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point. He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now? Come along, I suppose.
There we go. So I get this quest over and done with as quickly as... I mean, it's not really determinate on how fast I do it in game time or real time. It's just more of the fact that I've got to do this now. Because if I went off to do the dwarves or the elves, then I'd be a bit screwed.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray. Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety. I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
Oh, I can kill them.
The circle is lost. The tower has fallen. I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again. If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing. I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one. If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal. A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
My wounds! They burn! It's unbearable!
Oh, sure.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last. Yes. Would you like to trade?
Well then, what do you have? Actually, the real question is, what do I have? Oh, backpack, I'll be taking that. I want that. Just because then obviously I can have Morrigan get more spells quicker. But I guess I can get them later on. I guess I can get that. Morgan, can you make it? No, because you need lyrium dust. Wait a minute. Oh no, lyrium potion is 2 lyrium and it is still an agent.
I wish this were over. We're running. Yes.
No, he has just that. Well, that'll do for her.
As I recall, shutting the key was definitely the Templar Plan B.
Oh, hey, my blazer. Where are the Jurgens? The Jurgens. There's only 2 in this game. There's the final boss dragon and an optional boss dragon which you can fight to get some pretty good armor.
On my way.
Yeah, sadly there's only 2 dragons in this, and then in Dragon Age 2 there are no dragons.
course.
At least not that I remember. And then Dragon Age Inquisition, there's about 4 or 5 of them, I think. But they're optional. They're sort of like MMO bosses where you can find them and encounter them. But obviously it's not recommended until you level up and come back later. So, to be honest, Dragon Age Inquisition is the only fucking Dragon Age game that has dragons in it. Pretty good, nice. Not the best. What? If you mean you, or you. If you mean the armor, no, the dragon armor that you can get is the best. It just depends how you make it. If you make it heavy armor for me or Alistair, then it is the best heavy armor. If you do light armor, obviously it's not as good as the heavy armor, but it means that Morrigan or Liliana can wear it. So yeah, you can either make it the best heavy or light armor. And I'm probably gonna make it maybe light armor, because there's other heavy armor that I can make that's better than the Blood Dragon armor. And the Blood Dragon armor I can give to Alistair anyway, so we'll probably turn the dragon armor into light armor.
I am Wynne, Mage of the Circle, and these children are under my protection. Who are you, and what is your purpose here? Have the Templars opened the door? Speak quickly. I'll have no games. And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them. If you are here to kill abominations, let me help you. I erected a barrier over the door.
She erected. She has a PP.
So nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable. Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Hold your tongue, you harpy.
Have it your way.
I need to help the Circle, because I need the mages for when I go back to Redcliffe so I can help the boy.
You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others.
So I can save both the wife and the son.
I will be all right. Stay
And Templars are just massive cunts anyway.
calm. Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to...
No, that's the only reason why I'm saving the Circle. Like, if I was doing a slightly different version where I would do the blood magic... fuck, I need her on my team. That means no Morrigan for now.
Yes.
I'm kind of fine with it, because she's gonna keep telling me to fuck off. I want her with me, but like I say, because she's just gonna keep telling me to fuck off, I need her not with me so she doesn't keep disagreeing with everything I say. Oh no, I already banged her yesterday, Light Blazer. I've already done that. Like that part and having the kid, that's done. That's already done. I finished that.
Here we are.
I have.
I'm amazed at myself.
I did that straight away.
Place this long.
I did.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us
Yeah.
safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready? All right. Be on your guard.
I think I need a key for this. Yeah, I need a key. Go down to business. Yeah, oh no, I didn't really get down to business. All I did was just give her a doll that looked like Alistair so she can fuck around with it just to piss him off. I then had one conversation with her and she went, "My tent's all so lonely and cold. What are we gonna do?" And then I basically just said, "I don't know, what do you want to do?" I mean, my exact response was, "We can't have that now, can we?" Which I assume he said sort of nonchalantly and sort of, "Oh, really?" Because banging people in this is the easiest thing you can do. Oh yeah, there's also a puzzle in this room where you're meant to activate, I think it's this room, but you're meant to activate, yeah, like this. I think it's this.
It will be done.
No.
Of course.
Yeah, no, there's a room, and I don't remember if it's this room or not, but there's a room that you have to activate
Very well.
certain items in a certain order to get something for it, and I don't remember what you get for it. But I remember doing it once, and I went, "Oh." I don't remember doing it and going, "Oh shit, really?" But I think I may even be able to do it after I've done this quest.
As you say. Very well.
We must strike.
There is no hope for you now. Right then. Now you die.
Yeah. Like I say, if you haven't already, Black Blazer, of course I do heavily recommend you play this.
Owain's room is near here. I hope he's all right.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
For you once. Mark Mia. Who? Oh, Shepherd. I don't know him by his name, but I know him by his face.
I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
He is one of the Tranquil. The Tranquil do not have emotions.
I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all. I do not know.
Well then maybe, Black Blazer, if you have enough money to hire Mark Mia to voice
From mind domination is blood magic.
Dragon Age.
I do not know.
Well, sorry, the Grey Warden.
He would know.
If you have enough money or
Magic.
whatever,
I was afraid.
no emotions, make him a Cyberman. Delete.
We should find Niall. The Litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
That was a nice laugh. Ha 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 ha.
That's a lot of blood.
Please, please don't kill me. I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death.
Just random maniacal laugh, yeah.
We're just trying to...
Well, no, they're blood mages.
Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching. The magic was a means to an end. It gave me the power to fight for what I believed.
Fighting for what you believe is commendable, but the ends do not always justify the means.
I don't know. You just go. Well, you just untie your pants and just
Andraste
pull down your thong.
She didn't write them a strongly worded letter. She reshaped civilization, freed the slaves, and gave us the Chantry. But people died for it. We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right.
Also, does she want me to paint her like one of their Orlesian women? That's a Dragon Age reference. Well, it's a Titanic reference, but...
But I would like a chance to atone for what I've done. Please, if you...
Basically, just to quickly let you know, Lightblazer.
Seek penance.
Obviously, the Orlesians in this are French. Or they sound French, so... Liliana over here, whenever she talks, you can hear that sort of Frenchy sort of accent.
Betray your ignorance, Alistair. The Chantry accepts all, regardless of what they've done.
And she's Orlesian, so...
familiar with the whole other Chantry, because the one I know
basically
would hesitate to shove a sword of mercy right through her heart.
I just want my life. Please. I'll find a way, please. I swear I'll do something good with my life. Thank you. The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
You can all fight me later. Oh, none of them will fight me, okay. Oh, the Rose of Orlais. I can give that to Liliana, if she wasn't already max level. Well, max companion thingy-majig. Like the foreigners come across as a Russian, at least you. Really? I'd have more said gypsies, if anything. And I don't mean that in a bad term, I just mean because they don't have a home and they just keep moving. That's what my thought process was for that. Oh, yes, I got you. That's just my understanding. I mean, obviously we can attribute whoever we want to them, obviously, but it makes more sense in terms of the, you know, never staying in one place, always moving.
Watch out!
The problem is sometimes I feel like when I say the term gypsy, I always feel like it's got a negative connotation to it. And I mean, obviously my experience with
Very well.
with like, yeah, like when I used to go to school, we have a big field next to our school that sometimes some groups of people would stock up and live there, which for me, I genuinely don't give a shit that they did. It was just because obviously it was next to a school, it caused a lot of panic for a lot of people.
I knew it was on the
That's a lot of blood.
There must be some... Now you die.
Okay, we're all attacking the blood mages.
Let's have at it!
Make this quick! Here comes trouble!
Oh, and also Black Blazer, because you're not a fan of video games or any sort of media, having like 2 video games and then like a comic book or something, and then they continue a next game on that. Dragon Age sort of does that, but not really. In Dragon Age 2, you're getting interviewed by an Orlesian woman by the name of Cassandra. And in between the release of Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, because she's a main party character in Inquisition, they made an animated movie based on her. Thankfully, it has nothing to do with anything with the video games besides it's set in the Dragon Age universe within a rough indication of the story and character, well, what we assume to know what would happen, but it's completely devoid of being a prequel or sequel to anything. So to me it was a nice addition, but I mean, if you want to be more PC, I guess the term nomad would be better. Well, yeah, but I probably, like, if you asked any of them, they probably would say, no, you can call us gypsies, like, we don't care. As long as you don't have a negative connotation towards it and whatever. Which, of course, I don't, but I'm just saying that that term feels like whenever you say it, it does have that negative connotation. You think you caught the movie once? Yeah, I've got it down there somewhere. A, B, C, D, Dragon Age... Dawn of something. It's called.
As you say.
Yeah, Dawn of something it's called. But yeah, no, like, I genuinely did not know that that movie had ever been made until one day I walked into my local CEX store and they had like maybe 5 copies of it. I picked it up and I went, what? Since fucking when? And then I just bought it, I watched it, and I mean, you don't have to know anything about the Dragon Age games to watch the movie, so I like that about it.
This looks like the head and
Sometimes the 3D animations are a little not great, but I can excuse the odd bad animation every now and then in the movie. Because overall, it's a pretty good movie. I liked it. I did. Like I say, it was just a little strange to me that they, you know, made a movie in between 2 and 3 based on a character that, quite frankly, I'm not saying she's a bad written character or anything, but it's just that in Dragon Age 2, obviously you have to think about it this way. Obviously, Dragon Age Origins comes out, nothing. Dragon Age 2 comes out, there's this character called Cassandra, who you only see in, like, maybe 30-second sequences when she's interrogating Varric, or Varus, whatever the hell his name is, the dwarf, to try and find where Hawke is, because she's doing that at the beginning of Dragon Age Inquisition. Because of the boss that you face at the end of 2 is the main antagonist in Dragon Age Inquisition. So she wants to find Hawke because he's fought him and survived, so she wants to have any help at defeating him. But yeah, it's just that in Dragon Age 2, she's only in the game for maybe 10 minutes at best across the entirety of the game. Yet she has a dedicated movie to her, which was a little strange. But hey ho, it's a good movie. I liked it. But it's one of those 3D animated movies, if that even makes any sense. Like, if you've ever seen like a 3D like Japanese anime 3D, sorry, obviously anime, it's 2D, it's drawn. If you've ever seen a 3D anime, some of them don't look good. I'm not a massive fan of that kind of 3D animation. I'm not. Like, obviously what Pixar and stuff does is fine, but with what these other companies and especially anime and stuff do, sometimes it's a little... It's not fluid. It's not. I don't remember, it was shown at an anime con you went to. Okay, well, I don't know why it would be shown at an anime con, but whatever. I mean, yeah, it's animated, but... Which is why I kind of hate the term anime to describe Japanese cartoons. Because everything is an anime. Because everything's animated. Yeah, that's it, Cassandra Pentagast. I reckon. What anime are we arguing about? Oh no, we're not arguing about anime. No, I was just talking about the Dragon Age movie that they made in between Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. And I was just comparing the animation to, like, some weird 3D Japanese anime type sort of cartoons. I'm not a massive fan of them. Ooh. I'll sell that in a minute. It was directed by a Japanese guy plus the people involved in the anime industry. Oh, really, was it? Well, I didn't know. So I guess that's where my whole thought process of the weird 3D anime it has is a little strange. "26 dex. How much dex does she have? 23. Next time she levels up, I will give her max dex. Or 3 more dex, so she can equip that dagger."
As you say.
Anime or game, anime movie. This had a animated movie, so you know, like Pixar and stuff. It had an animated movie, but it was a 3D animated movie that looks like some of the bad Japanese 3D anime movies that they make. I remember enjoying what you saw, but you didn't know if it was important to the Dragon Age mythos. Oh no, it wasn't at all. At least not that I mean, yeah, okay. I guess because it happens in the Dragon Age universe between, obviously, Origins and Inquisition. Yes, it's important because if you care about the Dragon Age universe, any story set in any period of time is important. But I believe it's just a prequel for Cassandra herself. But it has no relevance to the 2 video games at all. It doesn't.
It will be done. I will not falter!
You bastard.
I Here comes trouble!
But basically, if you look up... I can get it, because it's only in front of me. One moment. You know, if you look up Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker, like I say, if you look up Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker and you look at the 3D animation it does, it's the type of 3D animation I'm not a massive fan of. It is. But I mean, it's a good movie. You know, even if you've never played a Dragon Age game, nor if you ever... If you're sitting right now thinking, or you know that you're probably never going to play Dragon Age, I still recommend the movie. If you just want to watch a fantasy movie. Because it still holds up on its own. And that's the one thing that it's hard to do sometimes when you make, say, outside media based on other stuff.
Enemies ahead! As you say.
Oh, she's my bae. Come here, Desire Demon. You're mine. Cassandra shows up. Wait, what? Oh, in 2 and 3, yeah. Like I said, Cassandra's in 2 and 3. And she's the main character in the animated movie. But like I say, the animated movie has nothing to do with being important to the story of 2 or 3, or even this game. Like, the only importance it has is it tells you pretty much the origin story of Cassandra before you know her into an Inquisition. Like, that's it.
I have beaten one.
And like I said, considering I've played Dragon Age Inquisition at least 2, maybe 3 times, I don't remember being at any point going, wait, what are you talking about killing a dragon? What are you talking? So, yeah. Like, you don't need to watch it. I mean, yeah, okay, because I've watched it, when I do eventually get to Inquisition again, I can listen out more closely to anything Cassandra says that may link the movie to Inquisition, but I don't think it's going to be anything important besides just, oh, I did this thing that was in the movie, and it's, oh, okay. You know, it's not like if you play this game then go to Inquisition, like you have to play 2 to understand what's going on, sort of, in Inquisition. Because they're going to make references to characters and situations of stuff that happens that obviously gets resolved in Inquisition.
Die already! It will be done.
Anyway, Wrecking, how are you? How you doing?
Very well.
I mean, obviously, if anyone wants to talk about the Dragon Age games, of course I can do. But it's not as in-depth as, say, like Lord of the Rings. Because the beginning intro to this game basically explains everything. It's just, oh, there was stuff, then mages found this magic, used this magic, whoops, turned into this evil machination called the Darkspawn. And the reason why it's called the Dragon Age is because a lot of dragons turned up at one point, then they was all slain. Like, the entire intro catches you up to anything of history. Loading so shit tons of moving parts to it. Well, true. But like I say, it's just like with this game, it begins off by just explaining as little and as much of it as it does in the beginning intro, which, like I say, is pretty much just summed up to be, you know, everything is just summed up to be, whoops, mages did things that they didn't know or did know. Turned out there's this evil thing that happens. Oh, by the way, this happens, that's why it's called this, and you move on. So,
Do you hear something, love?
yes, a sexy demon.
Nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a
Thanks, God
lovely,
of War.
intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions. Happiness is bewitching.
Time to dominate the demon. Oh, you have no idea.
In all things mortals delight in. I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that? All emotion is intangible. You cannot see it, cannot grasp it.
But it is normally caused by something real. Real events, real people. What you've done to him is abhorrent.
I saw his loneliness and longing for a family that loved him.
She's feeding off his innermost desires and taking away his will. This is unholy.
No one else would have known his heart.
Well, I mean, I can plug her holes if you want, Liliana.
I fulfill his dreams. I grant him all his
This
desires.
was this demon has, where have you heard it?
Is he my slave, or am I his? We are partners. I give him what no one else can.
Fam Shep?
Through him, I experience what it is to be mortal. What happiness? He has gone through life empty, resentful of his vows. You would return him to this? I want nothing from you. I have what I need. All I ask is that you leave us alone. Then you leave me no choice. Help! There are bandits at the door. They're going to murder the children.
They will not get past me.
I sent...
Yeah, now the only sad thing is you can't kill the Desire Demon first and quickly to be rid him of her powers. Sadly. It'd be pretty sweet if they did do that, but don't think it works like that. Yeah, no.
Come and get it!
So now pretty much the question you have to ask is, did we really do a good thing? We've essentially just killed a man who had the best of his life ever, and now he's dead. Realistically, this is obviously not the best answer. Restriction Templar. Well, I think Alistair can wear that. He may or may not be a Templar. Doesn't even have enough strength. How much strength do you have? 24. Again, I can level up his strength momentarily.
As you say. Of course.
Oh, a sailor's charm. I just found your charm, Light Blazer. What's it doing in here?
It will be done. Yes.
Make him praised. Here I am. I'll do it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Liliana.
Very well.
I mean, it is sort of my fault for not upgrading her lockpicking skill. Ooh well.
Yes.
Oh, look. Visitors. I'd entertain.
That's basically what the boss looks like in Inquisition.
But why? Aren't you tired of all the violence in this world? I know I am. Wouldn't you like to just lay down and
I think this is a sleuth demon, I think.
leave it all behind?
Can't
Oh, this is the...
open. Someone pinch me.
I'll not listen to your lies, demon. You...
This is what I remember it is, which I am 90% sure I know what this is.
Resist.
I will admit this is the only worst part of the entirety of Dragon Age Origins.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
Yeah, I want... yeah. Yep, now we're in the dream world, essentially. And this kind of blows if you don't know what you're doing or where you're going. Because it pretty much turns into a maze.
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I? Dead? Me? I have been close many times, but I never quite made it all. I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weishaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking? Everything is as it should be. We have eradicated the Darkspawn, and the world is at peace. But now it is, for the first time in history, and you played a part in the making of that history. Do you not remember? It was a triumph for all of us, bringing down the Archdemon and setting the underground lairs ablaze. Foolish child, I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer? It seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your Darkspawn.
Also, this might be the same voice actor as Al-Mualim in Assassin's Creed. I think. Did you actually...
Now you die! I knew we could not lose.
Yep, because now we've got to go through here and save all our companions. It's a pretty neat idea, and obviously trying to explore a sort of inner magical place sort of thing, but yeah. If this is the part that I'm thinking of, it kind of blows. Because I think at some point you have to turn into a rat.
You're like me.
And then a giant demon and stuff because you lose all your powers.
You came here with others. Then yes, they would be trapped. The demon...
Oh no, it's this voice actor, whose name I can't remember.
Thinks they can't, or won't try to leave. I thought I'd escape too, but I've been wandering these empty grey...
I think it's, War from Darksiders.
Through sheer stupidity, or perhaps very, very bad luck. My name is Njal, by the way. I was trying to save the Circle when I encountered the Sloth Demon.
Yeah, it is a Sloth Demon, I knew it.
Owain helped me greatly. I suppose I'll never be able to repay him. Litany was our weapon against the Blood Mage's domination. But it's too late. Everyone's dead. This place drains you of everything. Hope, feeling, life. No, there is no way out of here. You think there might be, but you'd be wrong. You see that pedestal there? I've studied the runes on it. Runes that signify different islands of the Sloth Demon's domain. The Sloth Demon itself is on the center island, but you can't get there. The 5 islands around the center somehow form a protective ward. I thought I was getting somewhere when I figured that out, and I went to each island in turn only to have my hopes dashed. There's always an obstacle. You'll see the path but be unable to get to it. And it taunts you and drives you mad. I don't know. There are many dreamers. You might find a way to reach them through the island. If you're lucky.
I'll be back.
Mind me then.
Yep, this is it, yeah. Where you turn into a rat, I believe a fire abomination, and something else, but I don't remember what.
Protects her master, Sloth. There's a door only demons can see. The key must be in another realm. Take my power. Save any others trapped in nightmares. Kill the demons that guard Sloth. Make my...
I can now be a rat. Or a mouse, to be specific. I prefer a rat. Yes.
As you say.
Could you stop messing?
Now you die! Yes. Very well. Let us end this quickly! I will not falter!
Something happened, didn't it? You look a little different. What happened? Did you? Did it help? I know I saw the tiny holes. Were you small enough to get through? You're so much braver than I am. I was so sure it was impossible to get anywhere. Do you think you could learn other shapes? Maybe they could help you get to places you couldn't otherwise.
Yep, pretty much. That's where the sloth demon is. And this is where your 3 companions are, so you have to go there to do that. I'll see the pain in the arse. And like I say, it sort of slows down the game slightly too much. Because like I say, there's only one correct path pretty much to get through here.
As you say. As you say.
Because I think that does an infinite amount of damage.
You have forced my hand. There is no hope for you now. Let us end this quickly. It will be done. Very well.
Yeah, I can't get through them. Now that's what I call a hot dog.
Yes.
I'll be here all week.
Very well. So shall it be. Clumsy! I have beaten one. As you say. Must control anger. But it burns. You must die.
The anger. Fading. I am free. Take Ragos' power. Use it and burn him. Burn them all. He guards Sloth. He bars the way. You must destroy the door. Other dreamers. Other powers. Only way.
Oh no, now I can be the Burning Man. Oh yeah, because I've got to be a stone golem, I believe.
Of course.
So yeah, I pretty much have to explore these places. Get all 4 abilities, then go back through them to complete them. Because I can't open that door unless I'm the stone golem which can punch through it. Oh, this is the maze one that I get lost in.
Enough of this noise!
This is a waste of time!
And I think these can only be activated with certain forms, which gives you like +1 strength, will, and that kind of stuff.
We can't trust anybody, especially each other.
Well, because they're gonna kill each other. Now me. Oh no.
Very well. It will be done. Yes.
I'm gonna have to. Yep. This is gonna take a few goes. Fuck, I didn't.
There is no hope for you now. You have forced my hand. We have done well. Of course. This will not end well for you. I will not falter. Turn and run. You shall not touch me. Another foe slain. Yes.
Like from some digging. Why? What were you digging? Your pride?
I knew we could not lose.
Your lack of sensibility? your money to keep away from me because you are hacking Discord by using my emote you should not be able to have access to. I'm gonna die again. The one fucking ability I never want them to use. Just don't use the explosion one, please. I can't do anything to protect myself against that.
Enemies ahead!
I said don't use it. That doesn't mean use it.
Yes. Very well. Flee if you can.
Give me that lyrium. Do the opposite of what I say. Yeah, I know. Just do the complete opposite. Like, don't do the one thing I want you to not do. Please.
This will not end well for you.
Because then that's what we can turn into in a minute.
It will be done. Now you fall! It will be done. You should have fled. Turn and run.
Help! Thank you. It is time for this dream to come to an end. I give you my strength. It will be of little use against the demon that rules here, but perhaps it will help in other realms. Find a way to kill all the demon lords to open the way to Sloth. Free us all from this nightmare!
So now I can go back there, I believe. But I want to get the last one before I go back. As a precaution.
Turn and run.
Okay.
Of course. So shall it be. It will be done.
Oh, Olga. Hey, how you doing?
There is no hope for you now. Foolish. This is a waste of time. Very well.
Well, I came in that mouse hole.
Yes.
I'm back at the fucking beginning, aren't I? Oh, this is why I hate this place. And then this just led me back again. No, 'cause this is the alchemical laboratory. No, this is... I fucking hate this place so much. So the door here leads nowhere. That mouse hole leads back to there. These all just lead within each other and out there. This place. I believe this mouse hole leads to the mouse hole over here. And the spirit door in there leads to fucking nowhere. Oh yeah, no, of course that leads to nowhere, that's just a thing. Yeah, so that just leads me back into here. Because there's a way in here that I need to get to. I don't fucking remember how. And then this is... Okay.
As you say.
There is a correct pathway here, but I'll come back afterwards.
Very well.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, level up.
Be gone!
I need one more strength. Which hopefully I can find in this place that I can equip the Blood Dragon armor. And that's Master Coercion. And if I can find one more of those fonts of strength
As you say.
in here, which there might be another one, so I can equip the Blood Dragon armor. And then same thing for Alistair, I need to get his strength up to 38, so he can equip the endgame armor as well. And then Leliana is like 27 dex, so she can have the dagger that I've got.
Now you die. I knew we could not lose. You shall not touch me. So shall it be. Yes. I knew we could not lose.
Excuse me.
You want to die, do you? Be gone. Ah, we have done well.
Yes, yes.
Oh no, yeah, no, I think this is where I can use the doors, maybe?
Now you fall. Turn and run. You have forced my hand.
They're gone. You did it. You killed them. But not all. Their leaders are behind the unbreakable door.
Don't worry, I got
Through
that.
my wisdom, it will let you see. And now I wake.
Yeah, see, so these ones that I can't use. I can now.
Very well. Flee while you
No. And I'm going the wrong way. I think through this door is the boss. Well, that was a little overkill. Yep, that's one of the... Oh no, you have to do all 5 bloody anyway. So then there'd be no point to going to your friends. But I need to go back here because now that I've got this, I can get this. Not that I need willpower, but hey ho. Better to take it than to leave it. So yeah, now I just need to make sure that I can, if there is another one, hopefully find another weapon rack.
As you say. You have forced my hand. I knew we could not lose. There is no hope for you now. Of course. Clumsy. I knew we could not lose. Beware, these creatures can be unpredictable. You have forced my hand. You shall not touch me! Flee while you can.
No.
As you say.
Catch me if you can. I know you want. The game isn't over, mortal.
Of course. Yes.
You...
Let us end this quickly.
I wanted to interrupt her, not the other way
Are
around.
you truly such a fool?
And now we save one of our 3 companions. Oh yeah, Alistair.
Hey, it's great to see you again. I was just thinking about you. Isn't that a marvelous coincidence? This is my sister, Goldana. These are her children, and there's more about somewhere. We're one big happy family, at long last. What are you talking about?
Well, Alistair, is your friend staying for supper?
Say you'll stay. Goldana's a great cook. Maybe she'll make her mince pie. You can, can't you?
Of course, dear brother. Anything for you.
You're acting really strangely. All right, if it makes you happy. It's a little fuzzy. That's strange.
Alistair, come and have some tea.
No. Wait. I remember a tower. The circle. It was under attack. There were demons. That's all I really remember. Are you saying this is a dream? But it's so real.
Of course it's real. Now wash up before supper and
Something doesn't feel quite right here. I think I have to go.
No, he is ours, and I'd rather see him dead than free.
Alright, calm down, Jesus.
Goldana? I can't believe it. How did I not see this earlier? Yes, well, try not to tell everyone how easily fooled I was. Are we going now? Wait, where are you going? What's happening to me? Hey!
Bye, Alistair.
Enemies ahead! Be gone! Now you see true power.
Are you using a mace or a fucking candlestick? Motherfucker.
Flee while you can. you die!
Yep, there it is, that's what I need.
So shall it be. Yes. This will not end well for you. You will not win.
There we go. Then once I'm done here, I can go back to the camp, buy the rest of the plate armor. I'm good for the rest of the game. Until, like I say, I make the I think you can make meteorite armor, I think it is. The meteorite I found.
Very well. Very well. Let us end this quickly. You shall not touch me! Of course.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed... what? Who are you?
I beg you, do not disturb the girl's meditations.
Revered Mother? I do not know this person. I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Please do not vex her. She needs quiet and solitude to calm her mind and heal her heart.
Isn't real? I don't understand. I remember there was a sign.
Leliana, we have discussed this sign of yours. The Maker does not care to interfere in the affairs of mortals. This vision was likely the work of demons.
The Maker cares for us. I believe he misses his wayward children as much as we miss him. My vision may not be from him, but it guides me to do what is right. My revered mother knew this. I don't know who you are, but you are not her. Let us leave. My head has not yet cleared, but there is something familiar about you, and I believe I trust you.
This is your home, your refuge. Do you truly wish to leave the comfort of this place behind? Stay and know peace.
There is no need. I carry the peace of the Chantry in my heart.
You are going nowhere, girl. I will not permit it. No, she is ours, now and forever.
Now you die!
I don't know.
Holy Maker! She was a... My head feels heavy. Like I've just woken up from a terrible nightmare. I believe we had some task to accomplish. Let us be on our way. Wait. What's happening to me?
Bye, Leliana. Because I don't actually know what happens if you don't retrieve your companions from this place. I don't know if they just cease to exist or if they just like ultra hate you for it. Motherfucker.
More foes approach. Now you die.
I'm so glad I have my blood dragon armor. Having 18 defense this early in the game, it does wonders. It does.
This will not end well for you.
So now I can just tank everything. Like, imagine if I had all of my armor equipped. My health would probably still be up here somewhere.
You shall not touch me! Yes. It will be done. As you say. Yes. Very well. There is no hope for you now. Now you see true power.
Now we'll save win.
Maker, forgive me. I failed them all. They died and I did not stop it. What about all this? How can you say that when you are faced with this? Death. Can you not see it? It's all around us. Why was I spared, if not to help them? What use is my life, now that I have failed in the task that was given me? Leave me to my grief. I shall bury their bones, scatter their ashes to the four winds, and mourn their passing, till I too am dead. Your blatant disregard for the souls of the dead strikes me as being utterly inappropriate. You do not know me. You have no right to make such judgments. I do not know what this will accomplish, but
I'm awful.
I will do this if it will satisfy you.
Oh, your internet died. Nice.
Difficult to focus. It feels
I
as
had
though
that a few days ago.
stopping me from concentrating. I've never had so much trouble.
I'll watch that in a moment.
Some time away from this place will help me think clearly.
Don't leave us, Wynne. We don't want to be alone.
Holy Maker, stay away, foul creature.
Stay, Wynne. Sleep soundly in the comforting embrace of the earth. Do not fight it. You belong here with us.
No, no, not yet. My task is not yet done. It is not time yet.
Come. Come away to your rest.
More foes approach.
And why did I press that? Why do Dragon Age subtitles stay at the top of the screen? Because you implement your conversation at the bottom. Whereas Mass Effect has it in the middle of the screen, and obviously you click where you want, it disappears in the subtitles at the bottom. They're at the top because obviously you have your decisions made for you at the bottom. And if you want, and if you wait long enough, like you do in Mass Effect, the last conversation, I believe, stays at the top like it does in this, so you can reread what they last said. Then you can make your decision down here, whereas Mass Effect's is here. Dragon Age's decisions are all down here. Knights of the Old Republic's might be at the bottom as well. I don't know why they'd have changed it for this, but hey ho.
What did you do? I felt something. Like the Earth was shifting. Except it probably wasn't the Earth.
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic is also another game I should be playing sometime soon.
You did? Killing that demon must have opened something.
Because the Knights of the Old Republic is a pretty good game. I mean, like I said, the final section of the game fucking sucks ass, but
You're back. Every time you take a step, you think.
and now I can face off with the boss and get out of here. But yeah, then like I said, I've pretty much never played KOTOR 2 because it pissed me off. Because of the pathway that I had chosen to do at the beginning of the game, I had soft-locked myself into a decision that I could never get out of. Which was frustrating.
But you do.
KOTOR 2 is worth it though, with the mod that fixes it. Well, that's the thing though, is what I specifically did to why I didn't like it was, like I say, you can go to any number of the planets and do it in any order you want, which I kind of like. But the convenience of me doing the planet that I did first left me in a decision where it was impossible, pretty much, unless luck was on my side for me to do crits or the enemy to miss. I'd soft-lock myself. I could go no further.
I'll do better this time. I'll make you much happier. Can't you think about someone other than yourself? I'm hurt. So very, very hurt.
Oh no, of course I could use cheats to work around it, but why would you ever want to do that? Like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not. Well, no, like I say, it was just that the place that I went to, and I can't remember where I went to, but it was one of the parts where you start doing stuff and then you have to go up on a spaceship. The only way through it to find main player character to leave was to either be good at hacking or have, excuse me, some pretty decent weapons and armor. The problem is, the characters that I believe I picked, or the game forced me to have with me, were characters that I weren't focusing on leveling or equipping anything on them for. So they was extremely underleveled and they had no weapons and armor on them.
You wish to battle.
So like I say, I'd essentially soft-locked myself into an impossible situation, and I know that's mostly my fault for doing that, but realistically, in any video game ever, decisions that a player makes should not be able to lead to a choice in that you are essentially screwed.
Right then. Surely
That's why in Mass Effect, I don't know which ones do it, I know 3 does, but in Mass Effect 3 it at least gives you the decision that if you want to replay the last mission because you made a big mistake, then you can replay the beginning of the mission you're currently on. So if all of your saves are in the mission and nothing outside, you can at least start from the beginning, knowing what you're getting into, and making slight changes along the way to not get into that same situation. And yeah, exactly, old games in a nutshell, they weren't well thought out sometimes. That's why, like I say, Knights of the Old Republic is better than 2 only because it's linear. You know, you have to go in a pretty much straightforward line of what you can and can't do. But in KOTOR 2, they give you the freedom of doing whatever you want, however you want, which I like that aspect. But it's just that if it's not well thought out like it wasn't the way I played it, very specifically the way that I played it, it then becomes impossible to play. And like I say, I mostly blame myself for doing that. But like I say, it was just very specifically the way I played.
The shadows of your darkest dreams.
It's not as far as the Republic 2. You can't just escape out of the conversation and start it over. All games are kind of punishing, players make wrong or even accidental decisions. Yeah, and that's the problem. That's why sometimes old games aren't hard, they're just frustrating.
More games. Face me and die.
Alright, battle it is then.
You shall not.
Yeah, it's like a big time in Guild Wars 1 over one miserable quest. Yep, that's usually how that goes.
You defeated the demon. I never thought I never expected you to free yourself. To free us both. When you return, take the litany of Adrala from my body. It will protect you from the worst of the blood magic. I cannot go with you. I've been here far too long.
He was just roaming around trying to finish side quests and end up accepting a chain of quests that overhaul the entire map for the character, triggering the hardest content in the game. And yeah, like, I can imagine, like, say for example, if that content was, say, like, for level 50 players, and you're only, say, 35, you're fucked. You now have to essentially... It's like... I mean, obviously I got lucky with Persona 5. Like, for me, Persona 5, because I played that game either slightly wrong or very wrong, the true final boss at the end of the game is relatively impossible.
Every minute I was here, the sloth demon...
Because what I believe what you're meant to do in Persona 5 is your companion personas, which you use to fight for you, you're meant to sacrifice them and level them up as often as you collect them during battles, which would be fine if you didn't have to fucking leave the inner beings of someone to run down a street to talk, to go into a fucking imaginary place to trade them in to gain maybe 2 levels or whatever, to leave, to come all the way back, to move forwards 2 feet and do the same thing. And yeah, if there was just an options, if it was just an option in a menu, then I'd have been fine. But because I really didn't want to walk 2 feet forwards, get some personas, go back, leave, level them up once or twice, come back, walk 3 feet forwards, back out, it was really something that I didn't want to do.
It is time for us both to be...
So that's why when I got to the end of the game, I didn't have the exact... Well, not exact, but I didn't have good powers that I could use.
Thank you.
Like, I had powers that had got me through 90% of the game, but the true final boss doesn't care that you played that way. As far as I can tell, if you don't play somewhat the way the games are meant to be played, or the way the developers intend, then it doesn't matter how easy the main game is, but the true final boss will just screw you over. It will. Which, like I say, is annoying, because that's why every game has tutorials. Like, yeah, okay, like if you've played a game like this and you know how RPGs work, it gets a little annoying sometimes having to read a tutorial of, if you press R, you can open up the inventory. And it's like, yeah, I know. But realistically, you have to come from the point of view that not everyone has played every game ever. Like, a 15-year-old now who's, say, never played an RPG, who plays this as their first game, needs those tutorials. I don't, because, one, I've played this game so many times, but yeah, like I say, when you get to Persona 5, I played the way I wanted to, which was make sure that any of my attributes like fire, water, and that kind of stuff was all strengths and no weaknesses. And like I say, that got me through 90% of the game, but the final boss just said no, because I was way under-leveled for him. I was. Which, like I say, it's very frustrating. It is to go through 90% of a game that works 100% of the time, but one boss just basically stops you from moving forwards because you didn't play a different way. It's slightly annoying. Oh, was Liliana need 26 decks? Fuck, she needs one more dex. Damn it. But yes, like I say, in terms of your case scenario with Guild Wars, like I say, it's just annoying. It is. Like, you can be playing a game how you think is sort of just doing like optional side missions, but then like you accidentally hand in the one mission you're not supposed to hand in, the next thing you know it just progresses the story forwards, which then locks you in from even being able to play the game anymore. Which is why I suppose games like, well, RPGs like Mass Effect and say like Far Cry and stuff, it never really matters because they're shooters. You can always just hide, regen health, and then shoot some more. But in games like this, you're very, very locked into, you have to do stuff to get levels to progress forwards. Or safe scomming.
Make a preserver.
What Dragon Age characters have been in all the titles? All the titles, I believe Morrigan.
As you like.
Yeah, I believe Morrigan. That's it.
It will be done.
No, I know one who definitely has. I think maybe Liliana as well, which is her. I know she's in Inquisition. He's also in Inquisition, but he technically doesn't exist. Flemeth. Flemeth is the only character that I'm 100% aware of that does appear in all the games. But she's sort of meant to. Sort of, but not really. Yeah, like pretty much no characters turn up.
Very well.
Because this main player character just disappears after this game. He does.
This will not end well for you.
Like I say, after the events of this game, if you don't choose the ending where you die, because at the end of the game someone has to die, so if you choose that you don't die specifically, then you just disappear. You do. And then when Morrigan's in Inquisition, there's a conversation that her and Alistair can have about her trying to find him. If you romance Morrigan, she tries to find you. She does. But she can't ever find you. She can't.
Yes.
So yeah, you pretty much just fall off the face of the earth after this.
Again? I know what you are. It won't work. I will stay strong.
The boy is exhausted. And this cage, I've never seen anything like it. Rest easy. Help is here.
Ugh. Enough visions. If anything in you is human, ugh, kill me now and stop this game.
He's delirious. He's been tortured and has probably been denied food and water. I can tell. Here, I have a skin of...
Don't touch me. Stay away. Filthy blood mages. Getting in my head.
What engine did they use for Dragon Age? No, I don't think they used Unreal Engine 3. You know if it's Unreal Engine, because when you look at Gears of War, everyone's all this. Massive shoulders, all hunched up, buff. So I don't think this is Unreal Engine. I mean, it might be, but... if anything, it's going to be the same engine as... the other games they've made, which I don't really remember the name of.
What others? What are you talking about?
Irving and the other mages who fought Aldred. Where are they?
They are in the harrowing chamber. The sounds coming up from there. Omega.
We must hurry. They are in grave danger, I am sure of it.
You can't save them. You don't know what they've become. They've been surrounded by blood mages.
If you press the question, what did you miss? You missed nothing. I'm just talking to some Templar.
His hatred of mages is so intense. The memory of his friends' deaths is still fresh in his mind.
You have to end it now, before it's too late. To ensure this horror is ended, to guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live, you must kill everyone up there. You understand what you must do. I would help, but as you can see, I am in no position to do anything. My cage is Aldred's doing, or one of his mages. Once they're dead, I will be free. Sometimes terrible things must be done to protect the greater good.
What greater good? What good is done by killing the innocent? I cannot allow this. I will defend this circle to the death.
Well, 1 second here. I sense that things are going quickly downhill.
You will have to get through me to harm the others.
No, please. We don't have to fight. Just stay here, Wynne. We will take care.
Thank you for your concern, my dear. But it is too late. We've all made our choices. I cannot let you harm them. I am sorry we could not agree. And I am sorry that I must stop you.
Oh no. I've lost Wynne.
Yeah! I knew we could not even work well together.
Not sorry. Well, I've lost a party member. Whoops.
I pray you are successful.
I hate everything. I really do. I hate everything. You know what's great? When you're playing your own video games that you then have to stop playing because someone else wants you to play their games for them. Because they're too lazy to do it for themselves. And they won't accept no as... Oh, this is in Japanese, nice. But yeah, they won't accept no as an answer. Of course, if Blazer's here, he knows exactly what I mean. So yeah, I hate everything. So yeah, I'll finish this here for now, because I'm going to have to. Because I don't know how long I'm going to be. I hope to be on again. Maybe in half an hour. No, I definitely will do when I get back. Yeah, so... Yep, he's got it in one. So yeah, hopefully I'm back in about half an hour. An hour at the latest. If not, obviously I'll be on tomorrow. So, whatever. If I'm on late tonight, I won't continue this. But like I said, if I'm on in about, say, half an hour to an hour, then I'll continue this. But, yeah. I fucking love Dragon Age. I don't want to stop playing it, but... when other people have their priorities set before your own, and you can't decline. It is what it is. So hopefully I'll see you later. Sometime soon. Fingers crossed. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, and I'll see you when I see you. So, keep safe, and, ta-ra!